My guys, you just not Jordan have made it to the final of the Asian Cup. Jordan, and they've beaten Iraq. And okay, you want to talk about that match with the red card, fine. But they beat South Korea. They made a team that's starting attack plays for Spurs, Wolves, and Paris Saint-Germain. They made that team not have a shot on target. And Jordan's defenders are made up of players from the Jordanian league. It's barely a professional league. It's not even one of the best leagues in Asia. It's fallen off compared to the days of success of Al-Wahdat and Al-Faisali. And most of their players are not even from Al-Wahdat and Al-Faisali. They're from teams like Hussein Irbid. I just feel so damn good. First of all, obviously, because, as an Arab, definitely see an Arab team make the final is absolutely beautiful. And Jordan, man, they're known as a Nashama, the team with the spirit and the soul. So, and I got to watch them in the quarterfinals against Tajikistan in Qatar. But I had some work, so I couldn't go for the semifinals. And I probably won't be able to make it for the final. But that's number one why I'm happy. And number two is because, bro, Premier League fans predicted the South Korea versus Japan final because that's where their knowledge... I'm sorry, with all due respect, it's not to all fans, but those fans who just assume that, oh yeah, the favorites on paper, they're the best team, so they're gonna... Brother, semi-professional league has watched you Premier League fans' predictions of teams that can make it to the final and win the Asian Cup. AFCON has proved you wrong. Asian Cup has proved you wrong. It's because you guys don't know football that well. You know the Premier League that well, and I'll give that to you. But the world doesn't just revolve around the Premier League. It's like... You know how everyone makes fun of Americans and their knowledge of geography? That's how European football fans are when it comes to anything else that doesn't have to do with European football. You have to actually understand that this is not how football works. Just because you watch the best league in the world doesn't mean you know everything about football. That's not to say that we know everything about football, right? I don't like to... Oh, one second. I don't like this whole thing where people act like they know football. But the problem I have with European football fans is they assume that everything is set in stone. Oh, Korea lost, it was rigged. Oh, Korea lost, it can't be that Jordan are good, just that Korea are bad. Yeah, Korea were bad, but did you see what Jordan did that Australia and Saudi Arabia could not do? Like, Jordan's not even at the level of Saudi Arabia and Australia when it comes to their leagues, when it comes to the level of their players, and yet they still did a better job against Korea. They were the only team that able to make Korea not score and do that thing they do in the last 10 minutes of the game. Do you understand? Give some respect. Give some respect. Don't go and say, yeah, Korea were ass, so obviously, yeah. You're literally in the final of the tournament and people are still saying that you haven't won a game. Come on, man, come on. Come on, bro, come on. Come on, need some more respect for this type of football. But okay, that's the rant done, guys. If you rewatch that game, you'll see how Jordan absolutely wiped the floor. With all due respect, but wiped the floor with that team. Wiped the floor with Klinsmann's team. I never want to see a European manager manage an Asian team again if they're coming just because, they think they can... Brother, this is not the same as your European football. I don't care if you've won the World Cup. I don't care if you've won the Euros and the Champions League. Just because you've done all that, brother, Pep Guardiola would not be able to manage the Jordanian side. Okay? I'm going to say that right now. Jurgen Klopp would not be able to manage a Vietnamese side. Okay? Just because you've done it with the best teams in the world doesn't mean you can do it with every team in the world. To know football, you have to respect. First, that's the first thing you do is you give respect. Now you might be like, but you're not giving respect. Yeah, of course I'm not going to give respect. You can punch up, but punching down is when you look like an idiot. And hopefully Jordan and Qatar play in the final so we can have an Asian Cup final with just one European-based player, which is Moussa Tamari, who actually is an absolute don. But while Moussa Tamari is a don, all the attention is going on him simply because he plays in Europe. He's been absolutely great, arguably the best player in the tournament, but also Yazan and Aimat, who plays for Al Ahly in Qatar. He's absolutely been fantastic, arguably also the best player in the tournament. But obviously, Tamari is more known simply because of the fact that it's in Europe. They both had, I think, equally impressive and equally important performances for their nation and in the Asian Cup. But, the bias towards Europe. Yeah, I'm just a European football hater. No, I'm not a hater, but like I definitely watch it and, it's entertaining from time to time. But definitely I have the bias to anything that's non-European. Latin American football, African football, Asian football, anything that's, that People tell me that, the Saudi League and the Qatari League and the UAE League is all money. Chinese League is all money. And they're watching leagues that have literally been built by money. I don't fuck with that hypocrisy. Okay. Yeah. Hope you guys watch.